10 million pesos for information on the whereabouts of Pastor Apollo Quiboloy, 1 million pesos for others implicated in the case. I want to get your comments on that. And does the pastor have no plans to come forward still?
First of all, since it was admitted by Atty. that the reward money came from private persons, then he has not anything to do. Because usually, ako po ay galing din ako during the time of President Estrada. And the rule with respect to reward money is that there is a memorandum providing for the reward money for certain persons signed either by the Chief PNP or someone from the ILG, the Undersecretary for Peace and Order, or the Secretary himself. And usually, these funds come from the intelligence funds of the DILG. These are public funds. Now, there is a question that begs an answer from Secretary Abalos. Why are private funds being used to provide reward money for the arrest of Pastor Quiboloy? Bakit po pinatulan ito? Why am I asking this? Because the reason why intelligence funds, which are public funds, are used for reward money is to provide a better field in the implementation of arrest warrants. Kung papasukan po natin ng iba, then we have to know what is the arrest of these private persons in causing the arrest of Pastor Quiboloy. Why did the ILG private fund when there are guidelines when give public private funds to government agencies? Is there a lack of intelligence funds? And the source of funds have to be under the law because we have to know the motivation for these people raising funds. So yung po ang number one dyan. Number two, the reward money is grossly disproportionate. It violates the equal protection cost. If we look at the recent reward monies being given to individuals, last May, 1.9 million, only 1.9 million was shared by 10 informants. And these 10 informants gave information that led to the arrest of persons accused of murder, rape, and even terrorism, members of the Terrorist New People's Army. Why is Pastor Quiboloy being given a bounty of 10 million when the crimes are practically the same as murder, rape, etc.? This is violative of the equal protection. So, momento, ay dapat lahat ng charge with human trafficking, 10 million dapat. Lahat ng charge with rape, 10 million. Pag terrorism, dapat 1 million yan because terrorism yan, organized crime yan. So, it violates also the equal protection of the Constitution. Plus, it prejudices Quiboloy. It creates an image in the mind of the people that is already the most guilty person in the country because it's a why is 10 million terrorists only get less than 1 million. Pantang was charged with multiple murder has a bounty of only 3 million. But 50 million din si Bantag. Bakit si Peta hindi 1 million? Dapat pantay-pantay. Ay hindi kaya itong kali. That is running for the Senate. So we have to put these things into consideration.
Attorney, hi, you're coming in a bit choppy. I'm not sure if you can hear me well, but having said all of that, does that mean walang balak si Pastor Quiboloy na mag-surrender?
All of these things are immaterial. In fact, since there is such a huge amount, a discriminatory amount, on the part of the government for the arrest of Pastor Quiboloy, it only shows that there is political persecution. He's being singled out. So why would you surrender to a government that is persecutory, that is singling you out, that is discriminating against you? That is the problem with this government. Tira ng tira yung mga opisyal natin, hindi nakikita ang ramifications ng tinitingnan nila. This administration has become an administration that ignores the rule of law and tramples upon individual rights.
Let me respond to the 2 points you raised earlier. Number one, that the reward money is grossly disproportionate to his crimes. Let me just also remind everyone that Apollo Quiboloy is being accused with a long laundry list. It's been charged, not accused, been charged with a long laundry list of crimes, serious non-bailable offenses, including child abuse, sexual abuse, qualified trafficking, and exploitation. So I don't think there's an argument to...
So is Bantag. So is the
Right.
steroids that so many people, they're on par.
Right. But
there is even a member of the MILF that only had a bounty of 1.3 million pesos. So ang akin, gawin nilang 10 milyon, gawin nilang 100 milyon,
Attorney,
gawin nilang 10 milyon lahat.
Attorney,
Hindi pwedeng gano'n.
Right. I'm sure...
Nakakatawa itong gobyerno nito eh.
Right. But I'm also sure that you're well aware that the reward money is it's in their discretion, right? In much the same way that the amount of bail that one can post is also in the discretion of the courts. The reward money is also in the discretion of the officials. So it's not our place to question it.
The discretion is not unfettered. In a republican system of government, in a constitutional system of government, there is no such thing unfettered, unlimited discretion. There are rules of equal protection. There are rules as to full disclosure on matters of public interest.
Right.
That is why I'm challenging Secretary Avalos, who are the people who are so interested in
Which brings us...
Pastor Quiboloy to neglect all other heinous crimes. There are so many heinous crimes. You mag-know na Israeli at saka yung beauty queen, bakit hindi 10 million din ang reward?
Oh, but let's...
Kahit gawin na nilang 100 million, 500 million, 1 billion, pantay-pantay. Lahat 1 billion ang reward.
Attorney, let's not forget, he is on the Interpol list. Right? He is wanted. I mean, one of the most wanted by the US FBI as well. So we're not talking about a small-time charges here, right? We're talking about an international fugitive.
So you are saying that our government is subservient to the federal
No. There's no talking about subservience.
FBI is not even asking for his extradition.
No.
Who wanted by the FBI, I cannot make a request for extradition. There is no such request for extradition. Hindi tayo nitong bigyan natin. At tawag tayong magpapadala. Isa ng Estado ng Amerika na.
Ito na lang, Atty. Topacio. Atty. Topacio?
There's no talk of any subservience here. What I'm just pointing out is the gravity of the charges that he's facing. Okay, so let's move on. So that's number one. That's your point. Wait. Let's move on. That's
last July lang.
Attorney, let's move on.
1.3 million lang. That is what I'm trying to point out.
Right.
Million. Okay. Granted, very few crimes.
We understand your point, Atty. Topacio.
Lahat ng heinous crimes, 10 million na. Why not make it 1 billion?
We understand your point, attorney, but a lot of people are saying, if he's confident na kaya niyang harapin yung mga kaso and he can refute and defend himself because yung burden naman talaga of proof lies with the accuser, ba't di na lang niya harapin sa korte? Total, that has not even happened yet. Are you not confident in the judicial system here in the Philippines na kayang masolusyonan?
In your case per se.
This judicial system is all screwed up. Alam niyo ba ginawa nito yung judicial system nito? The Secretary of the DOJ refused to allow the recusation of the judge in the Balita case because they wanted to drop the ball in the Lima. Confirm yan. The Undersecretary Jess Andres. So this is kind of justice system that we have in this country. It does not inspire evidence. The mere fact that there is a Pastor Quiboloy is proof that there is no level playing field insofar as our justice system is concerned. Napakarami.
I also just want to set the record straight with your first point. For those who don't know, you said that intelligence funds were being used to put up this reward money. We have no proof of that. We have no information on that, right?
No, Secretary Abdano himself, he himself admitted that this is that's what I'm saying. It should be public. Why are private individuals give
But-
to others? And why is others for money? So yun ang isa pang problema dyan eh. Do you not think it's great that the government has funds allotted for reward money, but the secretary is accepting private funds? Who are these people who are so hell-bent on arresting Pastor Quiboloy? What ka nagtataka eh? You in media should be more discerning.
Right.
Tatanggap sa private money. Hindi ba bawal yan?
But in any case, we'll look into that. But in any case, can we circle back to that very first question that Gretchen asked, which you hadn't answered, which is, does he have no plans to face this all the charges against him, to come out of hiding?
I said that the justice here is all stuff. I just gave you the example of De Lima, wherein an undersecretary at the DOJ the legal panel from asking for the registration of the Lima case. Oh, anong klaseng justice yan? The people are being favored over the others. Oh, di ba yung po natin ang gulo-gulo. At sinasabi nila, ito yung pogo, pero yung pointy nila, si Altenco, pinatatanggol yung pogo. Kind of justice system that does not inspire confidence. Because i-read nila yung compound ni Pastor Quiboloy. Parang war zone. Is this the kind of government that inspires confidence? No, of course not.
Bali, attorney, linawin lang natin, walang balak si Pastor Quiboloy na humarap sa korte at harapin yung mga kaso na china-charge sa kanya dahil wala siyang kumpiyansa sa legal system. Tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi namin?
Yes, and we have been saying that time and again, actually. This is not the first time that I said that.
Pag nagbago po ang administrasyon, posible po bang magpakita si Pastor Apollo Quiboloy?
Well, we do not know. That is so far off in the future. What we are saying is, in the meantime, not only in the case of Pastor Quiboloy, in the case of Congressman Teves, there are so many things that have happened that does not inspire any confidence in the impartiality and lack of prejudice of our justice system, of our government.
Is a conditional, attorney, pwede pakilinaw lang din, is a conditional surrender also off the table? Meaning, meron po bang possible concessions na pwedeng ibigay kay Pastor Quiboloy para humarap siya at magpakita siya? Or is that absolutely off the table as well?
Well, my view there is no such thing as conditional surrender when you have a warrant. Either you surrender or you do not surrender. And alam nyo, this is not the first time that a person refused to surrender because of perceived injustice. Si Senator Ping Lacson, kung natatandaan nyo, hindi rin siya surrender. Tumakas din siya because he perceived that the government was not impartial. So this is not without precedent.
Yeah. Let's not bring.
Make it appear that this is the first time that did happen in this country.
Oh, let's not talk about other people's cases. Let's focus on this. Do you know where Quiboloy is right now?
Well, we cannot help but talk about other people's cases because the situation.
But do you know where he is at the moment?
I have no knowledge. I have no knowledge of where Pastor Quiboloy is right now.
Speaking
you're in
of
touch.
knowing his whereabouts, may plano ang PNP. They're looking into filing charges against former President Duterte on obstruction of justice because he claims to know where the pastor is. Ano pong response niyo po doon?
I think that would be a question that is more proper for the legal counsel of the former president, who I believe is a former presidential spokesman, Harry Roque. I would not want to venture on that because it would not be unethical to be second-guessing a fellow lawyer.
So you don't know where his whereabouts, attorney, but when was the last time you had spoken to him?
That was, many months ago when I cannot recall exactly, but I might be able to trace it. the last time that we spoke.
Okay.
We
matagal
spoke
na.
personally when I went to Davao. It should be in my record somewhere.
So months ago.
Well, that was the time that there was a warrant out for him. I really can't recall, but I can
Right.
I can trace it for you if you deem it important.
How are you able to represent him if you aren't able to counsel with him face to face?
The concept of legal representation is continuous. You do not have to talk to a person to continue to represent him. All that a lawyer needs to do is to try to protect the interest of his client the best way that he can, whether or not he talks to him. That is the concept of legal representation.
Okay.
That is a complex concept that we lawyers were taught in law school and which we practice up to now.
Okay, we have run out of time. We're going to have to leave that there. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Ferdinand Topacio,
Thank you
legal
very
counsel
much. I
to
appreciate it. Thank you for
Pastor
the time and
Apollo
the
Quiboloy.
opportunity.